Hey, what you guys are about to see is an excerpt taken from a 1-hour session I did with Satanmuanglek. He's a current fighter, he's absolutely amazing, and what we worked on is clinch, mostly clinch throws. So that's what you're going to see in this excerpt. If you want to see the full episode, the full hour, check out the link in the description. There's tons of stuff in that full session, and you definitely want to check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this excerpt. In your turn in order to generate a lot of power to like flip your opponent, but you're not using power. And see how he's bringing his front leg back? That's important because when you twist somebody, you always want to be setting up for the knee that's after it. So see how my leg is on the inside of his leg, and I have to kind of like bow my front leg forward and then turn on the opposite side as I twist. There he's making a point about how you don't just pull and then knee with your leg in the same position it was in. You have to pull your leg back in preparation for the counter on the other end of it, because turning or throwing someone in and of itself is not an amazing point. It's off balancing and then landing your knee is what you're trying to do. So here he's showing me if someone has a really nice double grab on your neck. He's saying you can't go over both arms because both arms are strong together. So you either go under one arm or over one arm and you pull down one side and then elbow over it. So it's basically like a parry and counter that you would get on like a punch or something, but from a locked clinch position. He leaves his front foot forward and just bows backwards. His weight comes back onto his back leg. By leaving his front leg forward, it allows that counter to have a lot of impact because you're not losing distance. You want to stay close to your opponent. So it's important to not peg leg your back leg, and you don't want to take a step back with your front leg. You just want to do this kind of like lunge back and then come forward. Here what is showing me is the same lunge back with the back leg, but you're timing it with the opponent kneeing. So as you come back, you're basically dodging the opponent's knee, and then as their knee is missing and finishing, you're countering with the open side elbow. So he wants me to be strong holding his neck here. This is an opponent who has like a good lock in the clinch. This was one of my favorite things that Satanmuanglek showed me, and it was how I felt it. So, those of you who have watched in the Muay Thai library, I have
it's a different lock.
What's the difference?
He's using this to force your
hour
neck like
of the long clinch from
the shoulder, he says.
Tanadet up in the north. Tanadet is all about getting his head in. Satanmuanglek is all about using the shoulders. These two fought each other, so it was like head versus shoulder. But this lock that he's doing right here is very standard, like this creating a bar with your arm and then pulling with your other arm, like creating a crank. Very standard. Lots of fighters do this. The reason Satanmuanglek is so nasty, see how he's pushing his shoulder up as he does it? Holy shit, does that hurt. Like, the second his shoulder goes, you're screwed. Like, you can feel it when he does it. It cranks your neck so hard. It hurts, and it breaks your posture and takes all your power out of being able to get away from the position. This is going to take a minute because I couldn't figure out how he was doing it. So we're going to keep going back and forth. So you create a bar with one side.
His body is moving past
and that
you.
arm doesn't do anything. The other arm that's gripping that arm, it's like you're flexing or like doing a like bicep curl. That's what creates all the pressure on the back of the neck. But what Satanmuanglek is doing that's completely unique from what I've ever felt is he's pressing the shoulder of the arm that's around the back of the head. So that one that doesn't do anything, that one that's just a bar, he's pressing the shoulder into the opponent. Oh, it fucking hurts, guys. I can't quite get the squeeze because I can feel that the shoulder. So that was an excerpt of Satanmuanglek. If you want to see the full hour, tons of technique in it, check out the link in the description below. And if you become a patron, you can do that with the link. You will see tons of videos like this in the Muay Thai Library Preserve the Legacy project. I have over 60 hours of training with the best fighters, crews, and legends of Thailand. There's tons of things to learn, so definitely check it out, and I hope you guys enjoy.